Greetings, Dan Daniels here. This is a quick demonstration of lowdefy, which is a very interesting project that uses YAML to generate internal tools. And what does that look like? Well, let's take a look. I've got my Visual Studio Code running here, and I can see that quite a few blocks were built when I ran this using the code right here. Where is it? Yeah, npx lowdefy at latest dev. Because I already had a lowdefy YAML in this particular directory, it didn't need it, so I just ran npx. So what do we have here? Let's take a look. One of the neat things about lowdefy is that they have really good documentation, really extraordinary. And what I've been doing as I work through the aspect of this is try to understand how tools are built. And let's take a look at some of those tools. First one, I went ahead and this is the home screen that you normally get. And then I created a new page called new ticket, which is a very basic. I think this is a copy paste. In fact, I'm almost sure it's a copy paste of a different piece of code that's part of the tutorial, part of this tutorial here. Like I said, they have very good documentation. If it worked, when I click submit, this would go to a Google spreadsheet, but for whatever reason, I still haven't gotten this to work yet. That's an issue. Then I went ahead and created a new contact. Again, this is not connected to any spreadsheet, which it should be, or a database. It should be connected, but again, I haven't figured out the connectivity aspects. But here's the code for the new contact page. And all of these pages are referenced in the ID page, or the lowdefy YAML definition page. You can see right here, new contact, new ticket, and e-chart. And all of these pages, are right up here. Home, new ticket, new contact, and e-chart. Now, e-chart is where I've been playing with the various blocks. And you can see, for example, first, second, this is some of my notes, and all of this was generated from YAML. And what does YAML look like? Let's take a look. YAML, yet another markup language, I believe is what it stands for, allows you to create these pages with a relatively simple, very simple text file. Now, it is indent sensitive. It is also, or lowdefy and YAML are indent sensitive as well as tag sensitive, or in this case, you can see these dashes. Without these dashes, things start breaking. So you have to be very careful about it. And I've not investigated the YAML control delinter tools in Visual Studio Code. I would hope that there is something out there to make this less likely to cause errors, but this is what the YAML file looks like. This is the new contact, and let's take a look at e-chart. And this is where I've been playing, and I'll just give you a quick demonstration of what I say play, what that looks like. So let's take a look here. Scroll up, and you'll see that I've got these this chart. Now, your first question, and my first question was, well, this data should be loading from a database. And you're absolutely right, but again, I still haven't figured out how to connect the databases. So I'm going to change some of these numbers so that you can see that there is a dramatic change. I save it, and then I go back to my page, and woo, and it loads. And you can see that the data gets refreshed, and now I have a new chart, which is very, you know, that's pretty cool. It's cool because it's just simple text. And the reason why that is interesting is because theoretically, people like myself who are not super skilled at coding can at least begin to make changes in internal tools and start building their own internal tools. The real kicker, though, and I have to say it again, is that the real kicker is figuring out how to connect lowdefy to databases. Now, you'll see here connections, Amazon, Mongo, MySQL, etc. All of these would suggest that there is some help out there. I can say that my personal experience has not been very fruitful as yet, but that's just a matter of working through the tutorials with more detail. All right, this is lowdefy. I recommend you take a look at it, and thank you for your time, and happy computing.